So the elections are coming up in France in April and May. And right now in Europe, the right-wing parties and movements are reeling after a series of defeats. Most notable, well, lately in the Netherlands, Geert Wilders was defeated. He's the right-wing guy, the anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim candidate who was beat quite handily in his election. And before that, sometime back in Austria, the candidate from the Austria Freedom Party, which has its roots in old the Nazi Party of Austria, their candidate also lost in the Austrian election. So this is part of a series of defeats for the right wing. Now these right-wing parties in Europe and are all connected and supportive of each other, and in the same sense they're supportive of the right wing here in the United States, and they're very much in line with Vladimir Putin, who's been supporting them now for years, really going back to at least to the revolution in Ukraine, when a lot of the right wing would use Vladimir Putin as someone who, as an example of a leader opposed to Barack Obama, who of course they didn't like, and they started. There was that whole "mad about Vlad" thing, and at that point, Putin recognized the opportunity, and he began supporting a lot of these right-wing groups and parties. And so they're all connected. And even with this election here in the Netherlands, there were a lot of conservatives in the United States who funded the right-wing candidate, because it's legal in the Netherlands apparently to contribute for foreigners to contribute to political campaigns. So we had American conservatives contributing to this right-wing candidate who is against Muslims and very much a sort of they call him the Dutch Donald Trump, as you can see here. And even though his loss was not, there's still some problems with his loss, I don't accept the argument that it wasn't a victory for the progressive side. I mean, if he would have won, they definitely would have been really highlighting this in the news. So the fact that he lost by a good margin, I think is definitely good news. I mean, there's still, of course, a problem in Europe with these right-wing movements. They had the Brexit vote. And now with the election coming up in France, we have to observe to see how the right wing does there with Marine Le Pen. Now, right now, the independent candidate, Emmanuel Macron, is leading in the polls. So it'll be interesting to see if he can follow up on this victory against the right wing in the Netherlands.